Hi, everybody. Welcome. My name is Teresa Airway, and I am the content developer designing our websites and our course materials. Today, I'm going to showcase what we've been doing for the educational online program for Educate the Congo. This is our new website for the American College. So I'm going to start here. You can see up here at the top that we have two different languages that we can choose. If you want the French version, you just click on French and it will translate most of the information into French for you. Now, I'm going to switch it back to English just so I can go over a few things. So this first page is going to talk about the Educate the Congo project. And then it gives them Gaspar's email address down here where they just click on his email. We can add other email addresses if you prefer. We also have it linked to the Facebook account, so you can click on the Facebook tab and that'll take them to the Facebook page for Educate the Congo. Then you'll see down here we have a couple of different tabs. We have the American College information. And so this page is just going to take them through some of the flyers for the American College. And it's going to show some pictures and some videos of the kids at different age groups, just so they can see what is going on at the college. There's a couple videos down here for them to view as well. And then we scroll back up to the top. I'll try not to scroll too fast so you don't get dizzy. So on the next page, we have the high school courses. There's high school, middle school, and elementary, which is how it's broken down. If you click on the high school, you'll see that we have many different platforms that we're using, including IXL, Jovi, which is a program that we're trying to acquire through your foundation. It's an excellent online program, and I'm going to walk you through all the different aspects of it today. We have Stacks Books, which are free online textbooks that are written in English. Jovi is in French or English. And then we have DigiSchool, which is going to be French courses. So today I'm going to showcase the science courses because that's as far as I've gotten so far in the American school. So you'll see it takes us to the high school science page, and what the teachers will do, this is basically a teacher platform for them to teach from. So it's going to offer them a variety, all those different sources in one platform. They will have to log into each account, and I've talked to Gaspar. He says that they will load the passwords and everything into the computers that they're using so that all they have to do is click on the click to sign in. So here we have up at the top classwork. There are ways for them to monitor people and grades, but until the students have their own personal computers, they're not really going to need that. So this is designed to offer them lecture materials for them to use for each course. Up here at the top, well, this is actually going to be at the bottom, but we have biology, and biology is going to cover all the different topics in biology, starting from the basics, which is, measurements and things like that, all the way down to specific organisms like plants, animals, fungi, things like that nature. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the first section here, which is the introduction materials. And so when you click on here, you'll see that there is a whole list of different subject areas for them to go through. And these are all related to introductory science concepts like the scientific method, identifying controls in an experiment, what basically biology is. And so I'm going to go ahead and click on this link. And this is going to take them to the Jovi website. Now, Jovi is a very amazing program. I highly recommend that we subscribe to this program. It is going to be about $500 to subscribe for this program, but we can use it for the high school, the college, and the nursing program. And as you can see over here on the right-hand side, it offers it in a number of different languages. So I clicked on French. You'll see that the title has changed to French. All the material down here has been translated into French. And so they can actually make a paper copy of the French version of the transcript to read while they're watching the video together as a class. And there's another option too, where you can actually show the transcript over here on the right-hand side as they're going through the video. So they can read it right on the screen in French as well and watch the video. I'm going to go ahead and play this first video so you can see, what the videos are all about. I do feel like I've been a biology teacher for 23 years. I spent 12 years in the classroom and almost 12 years in the online platform. So as far as online programs go, this is the biggest bang for your buck. It offers everything. So it's got videos, it's got experiments, it's got articles, it's got basically everything you want to teach a science course. And it doesn't just include science. So I will go into the Jovi website a little bit deeper once I show you this video.
La biologie est l'étude scientifique de la vie, dans laquelle tous les organismes vivants partagent quelques caractéristiques clés. Le monde biologique a une structure très organisée et complexe, des molécules à l'intérieur de chaque cellule au système d'organes qui constituent le corps d'un organisme. Les organismes peuvent se reproduire pour engendrer une progéniture et former une population. Leur matériel génétique hérité fournit des instructions spécifiques pour la croissance et le développement. Ils peuvent également réagir à l'environnement, par exemple dans un désert, en se terrant pendant la journée pour rester au frais. Tous ces processus internes et externes sont hautement régulés. Par exemple, le système cardiovasculaire contrôle le flux sanguin et régule la température dans les oreilles d'un lièvre du désert.
So you can see that all the words in the video spoken are translated into French, but the words up here at the top are going to be still in English. And so you can switch from language to language. Then go ahead and click.
Biology is the scientific study of life, where all living organisms share a few key characteristics. The biological world has a highly organized and complex structure, from molecules inside each cell to the organ systems that make up an organism's body.
So you can see it's well translated. Again, it will do it in any of these languages here. You get that transcript over here on the right-hand side, so they can follow it in English if they want. Over here, I'm going to show you the rest of the Jovi site, which is pretty neat. For $500, we get one account. And so what that means is that the teachers won't be able to use it simultaneously. One teacher will be able to use it at a time using the login information. They do offer a institutional account. It does go up higher in price. It could be about $2,000 to $5,000, depending on how many people are using it. Right now, we're just requesting an individual account, just so we can kind of practice with it, see if we like it, let the teachers start using it in the classroom and see if we think it would be beneficial to purchase the institutional account. So you'll see over here, they have it broken down by subject area. So this offers courses in both high school and college level, biology, chemistry, psychology, molecular biology, organic chemistry, statistics, physics, cell biology, nursing, which I'm going to show you the nursing aspects of it when we get to the international college. We've got anatomy, physiology, mechanical engineering, pharmacology, chemistry again. This is a little bit different version. This is a higher ed chemistry, so that would be more college-based, and then electrical engineering. So it offers a lot of different options of courses. We also have the scientific experiments, the first one we looked at was a video textbook, and that's where they give you the transcript version of what they're saying. And the transcript kind of acts like a textbook. The video shows what the textbook is talking about. They have just the individual lab videos, which I will show you in just a minute. But over here we have scientific experiments. So these are all topics that are related to specific experiments related in this topic. And right now we're on, let's see, we're not in advanced biology. Let's see, we are in advanced biology. So this is advanced biology. So this would be college level. And you can see they have videos in college level biological topics. They're pretty interesting. You know, they've got rat studies, they've got MRI images, doing how to do different cultures and things like that. And there are multiple pages of these. So you've got at least 8 pages worth of scientific experiments that they've done that they can show on a video for the students, because of course they probably won't have access to a lot of the materials that they use to do these scientific experiments, but it's at least good for them to be exposed to how these experiments are done. And so there's a number of different things. We'll go ahead and open up this one here. And you'll see they break down the video into different sections. Down here, they have an overview talking about what the video is going to be about. They explain the procedure of the experiment and how it's done. So it's got a lot of really good information. And it also recommends other videos over here on the right-hand side that are related to this video or this topic when you first log in. So you have to click the languages button over here on the right hand side, and then you can translate it into French. And so your video and all of your information now will be in French. But when you first log in, it's always going to be in English. So you always have to translate the information into French in order to use it. So that is the Jovi website. Now we do also have what is called IXL. So when you log into IXL, it'll pull up a specific page in IXL that is related to the topic in your list. And you'll see that it says stage 1, you're going to answer 4 questions correctly in a row. This is kind of a site that you would use after you have gone over all of the material. It's kind of like a question and answer session, and the teachers can do this as a group. There's a couple ways they could do this. You know, you could show the question and the answers, and they could write down what they think the answers are on paper and turn it in as a quiz, or they could do it together as a class. So I'll go ahead and show you what that looks like. They give you a little explanation about apples here, and then they say, you know, this is the experiment that they want to do. In this experiment, which part of which are part of the experimental group. And so you have 2 different options here. Then you would click on the apple slices covered with 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, or the plain apple slices. We know that the experimental group means that we're changing some kind of variable in it. So the plain apple slices would actually be your control group. So you click on the right one and hit submit, and then it tells you if you're right or wrong, and it'll move over to the next question. So this is a really good option as well for getting different kinds of information. So we go back to our classroom. We also have the different labs in here, so it will directly link them to a specific lab on the scientific method. They'll go through the whole process of how to do an experiment, things like that. So this is very helpful. Again, we're back in the Jovi site again. So those are the 2 programs that we have loaded in there at this time. We are planning on adding DigiSchool, not probably to the science courses because Jovi's got those covered, but more with the math. We're also going to include the French IXL version in the math because they do offer that for math only in French. The other topics, though, are going to be more in English. They're always going to be in English. So you've got, your sciences, your histories, your, anything other than math, really. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move over into the other site now, the college. And so you'll see it's got the same basic format. You can translate it into English or French. This is our second website. We will have a third website. So there's going to be one for the American College. There's going to be one for the nursing and university program. And there's going to be one for the Azteca program. And so I haven't developed the Azteca website yet, but as soon as I have the courses built in these two sections, then we will move into the Azteca site. So in here we have the university program. And you'll see that there are a number of different topics for them to choose from. We've got math courses and textbooks, science courses and textbooks, language courses, which are not just about English, they're about French, they're about Spanish. So we've got a little bit of everything in there. You've got engineering, business and finance, history and civics, technology, and vocational studies. And so I'll go ahead and open up the science courses in here as well. And same as before, we go over to the classwork. Okay, and you'll see that there's a little bit different stuff in here. We have a number of different resources. You've got the Stacks textbooks, which are going to be in typically English. And these are what you would normally see in a textbook. So it's going to take you through, this is a physics course for high school, but it still applies here because there's not a huge difference between physics in college and high school. And what they've learned in high school in the Congo might not be the same as the the extensive knowledge that they're using in universities here. So it goes through all the different contents that are in here. It's got a table of contents. It's got your basic physics applications and topics. When you scroll down, let's move down here. The preface, which talks about how this textbook is laid out. And then we get to the first chapter, and you'll see they're pretty nice. They've got a lot of good pictures. You've got chapter outlines. Again, this is all in English. There is no way to translate these to French, unfortunately, but they are a good thing, especially for the teachers to have, so they can look up information that they might not remember or they need to go over, but it's got a lot of good information in the textbook. So next we'll talk about, go back to the science. So those are the textbooks. Then we're using actual courses. Now, edX courses are free. They are MIT courses, Stanford. Most of your Ivy League schools or tech companies have created these sources. They're, very good. Some of them are written in French. Some of them are in English. So you've got a lot of good information here. This one happens to be biology. What you want to do for that is log into, this teacher will log into the edX website. And if you're logged in advance, you don't have to go through all this when you're in the classroom. You just got to make sure that the class is actually logged in at the moment. And you'll see that the courses that I'm enrolled in at the time, and that's what I recommend, is that the as many teachers as they want can use edX. They are able to create their own accounts. And by creating their own accounts, they're able to monitor the specific courses that they're teaching. So for now, like right now, I'm enrolled in a number of different courses. I don't recommend that they enroll in this many different courses because you only have them for a certain amount of time. And they tell you that, when you're at your access expires. So mine expired on May 13th. So in order to continue in the course, I would have to upgrade. And so there's a specific price per course. You can always, get rid of this one and then start with another one. For example, here I have epidemiology. Over here, I have immunology. This one doesn't expire until June 10th, so we can go ahead and just resume where we were. And when you hit resume, it'll take you directly back to where you left off. So that's very helpful for the teacher because they'll be able to keep track of what they've already gone over and where they need to keep going to. And in the edX websites, you'll see they offer videos, they offer quizzes or exercises, they offer a number of different things. And this one happens to be in French. There's not really a way to change, from French to English in here, which is why I like Jovi so much because Jovi, you're able to transfer back and forth from English to French. It's more of a bilingual program. Whereas this one, you're either going to take the course in French or you're going to take it in English. So since you guys have one computer, one monitor, the teacher would have this up on their screen and they're going to, show the video, which I'll go ahead and give you a little sample of this.
Bonjour et bienvenue à tous pour cette deuxième vidéo intitulée Introduction au système immunitaire, l'immunité innée. Le système immunitaire des mammifères et de l'homme est composé de 3 lignes de défense. On distingue les barrières épithéliales, l'immunité innée et l'immunité adaptative. Cette vidéo se propose de vous donner une présentation générale et succincte des barrières épithéliales et de l'immunité innée. Les barrières épithéliales, par exemple la peau ou la paroi du tube digestif, constituent des barrières physico-chimiques qui bloquent l'accès à la plupart des agents infectieux. Nous verrons qu'elles sont loin d'être inertes.
So you'll notice as the video is going on, the transcript over here is moving upwards. So it kind of follows the video along. You can't download the transcripts as well. And if you use ChatGPT, you can download the transcript in French and translate it into English through chat. And then you could give them a sheet of paper with it in English and they can watch it in French. And that's kind of one way that you can make it a bilingual program through edX. What I explained to Gaspar is that I recommend the teacher enroll in 2 courses and work them simultaneously, and just 2 courses because like I said, they only give you them for a short period of time. So you might have like a month to do the entire course. So in a month, you could probably do 2 courses if you do them, one course in the morning or one course in the afternoon and go through as many lessons as you can in that day. And then they will get through these courses pretty quickly. So after they watch the video, then they have some practice. And you'll see they're kind of like IXL. They give you the questions, they have the answers here. The teacher can put the questions up and the students can on their own sheet of paper write down their answers, or they can do it together as a class. It's totally up to the teacher how they want to do it. So they'll give you a few different questions to answer. You go to the next page. And then they have another video. So you have multiple videos. Let's see. Then there's more questions. So as you go through the course, you can see it's pretty well thought out. You've got a video and then you've got some questions to answer about the video. So it's pretty interesting. This is going to be, again, this is edX. edX is a free program. This is going to be college level materials. So only college level materials. So that's going to be a good option for the international university. So that is edX. And then down here for, oh, and you also have chemistry lectures as well. And this is for the chemistry section, which I'll probably move it down to chemistry once I'm done with that part. This is a good site. It is free. Okay, so when you open this up, this is Chemistry with Amanda. Again, this is all going to be in English. However, it does have notes. It's got problem set videos. It's got problem set worksheets, and it's got tutorial videos. So the tutorial, you do the video tutorial first, give the students the notes to write down after they watch the video. Then they practice with some problems and they do some worksheets. And there is a lab manual option. You do have to pay for the lab manual. I think it's $20 per manual. But you could always just buy one manual for the class and then make photocopies of it, however you want to do that. So this is Chemistry with Amanda, and this will be included in the chemistry section of this course. So right here we have biology. This is the one that is most complete at this time. I'll show you a couple of different things that we have in here, like chapter 3 on DNA. Oops. We have some your typical Jovi classes. So again, we're back in Jove again, and you can see how easy it is because everything's located in one site. So that's where our Google Classrooms are key, because you don't want the teacher to have to go to 5 different sites to find a topic. We've kind of put it all in one place for them so they can choose which topics they want to work on, which format they want to use. Some of them, again, are free. Some of them are not. Jovi is not a free program, but it does translate the videos and the wording into all these different languages. So it really is kind of a good deal as far as the money goes. You can also share this video. You can embed it in a website. You can add it to your favorites or your playlist so that you have your own personal list of the videos that you've been through or gone over in case you can't remember which ones you've done already. I'll go ahead and play this one for you.
Mendel further extended his research on pea plants to tri-hybrid crosses, where the organisms vary in 3 different traits. For example, plant height, designated here by uppercase or lowercase t, seed shape, shown here.
And you can see that it originally starts out in English. So anytime you log in, it's going to be in English. We could say, no, we want to watch this video in French. And so I always just come down here to make sure that it was translated in French. Let's see if the video was.
Mendel étendit ses recherches sur les petits pois et des croisements tri-hybrides, où les organismes varient sur 3 traits différents. Par exemple, la taille de la plante, désignée ici par un T majuscule ou minuscule, la forme de la graine, montrée ici par l'allèle R, et la couleur de la graine, définie par la lettre Y. Une plante dominante homozygote dans ce croisement sera une plante grande, avec des graines rondes et jaunes. Son génotype sera T.
And so I'll go ahead and show you, let's say you've got some students that speak Italian.
Mendel estese ulteriormente la sua ricerca sulle piante di pisello agli incroci a triplo ibrido dove gli organismi differiscono in 3 diversi tratti, ad esempio altezza della pianta disegnata qui da T maiuscola o minuscola, forma del seme qui indicata dalla lettera.
So it kind of cuts back in the cost of you having to hire translators to translate all the information, which is really helpful. I'm going to go ahead back to the classwork here. And you'll see that it's very similar to how I set up the high school at this time. We will soon have chemistry in here, but for now, at the university level, biology is the only one that's complete. So in addition to the regular university, we also have the nursing program. And so in here, you're going to see we have nursing courses and textbooks. These courses, again, are going to be through the edX format. So they are free courses. The textbooks as well are free. We can go ahead and look at what some of those courses looks like. Oops, I'm sorry. There we go. All right, so in here we've got, 3 different courses: basic anatomy, introduction to life, injury and prevention. So those are 3 full semester courses that they can log into and, learn different nursing skills. Now there's also we have the nursing textbooks. We have more health and nursing courses. This one's kind of more of an extensive list. There it goes. Okay. So these are also different nursing courses. These are French and English. You can see that some of them are from Harvard, some of them are from Stanford. You got Michigan University, Montreal. So there's a lot of different Ivy League schools that have kind of contributed to this project. And again, that's through edX. You'll see it right here, edX.org. And so that's kind of a really good option for you guys as far as free courses go. Again, the problem with it is that you can only do a couple of courses at a time because you have a limited time you're allowed to do the course, and it's typically about a month. So if you give yourself a month to do maybe 2 courses, you should be able to get the whole 2 courses done in that time. Okay. Then we have, let's go back. Okay, we have nursing in Jove, and this is a folder that I've just begun, but you've got some videos in nursing basics. So some of these are excellent, like one that teaches you about healthcare agencies, different healthcare agencies. I'll go ahead and play that for you.
In the United States, there are various healthcare agencies, some of which are religious and government agencies. A religious agency, or parish nursing, is a specialty nursing practice that stresses holistic care, health promotion, disease prevention, and healing within a faith community. A nurse's role in such an agency includes providing health education, finding resources, and making referrals to benefit vulnerable groups such as older adults, children, and single parents.
So there's a lot of basic nursing concepts that they have in Jovi. They talk about transmission-based diseases, basic nursing skills like how to take a blood pressure reading, how to check and see if somebody has an ear infection, basically all the different skills that you would need to be a nurse. Again, you do have the option of translating any of those languages and the option of translating the transcript as well into any of those languages. So it really is a good resource for the program to have. Again, we are trying to get $500 to pay for this program. Right now, I have a trial membership, but that's going to run out. So we're not going to be able to continue using this until we do get a subscription for Jovi. And again, 1-person subscription, which you can use for multiple people. They just have to use them one at a time. You can't use them together simultaneously. So if you only have 1 classroom, that's not a problem. But if the school starts to expand and you have multiple classrooms and they all want to use Jovi at the same time, then you would probably end up having to get a institutional license for that. The other thing I have in here are practical experiments and nursing techniques. And again, these are all through Jovi. They explain, how to, figure out if somebody's having a stroke. You can see this is setting up a stroke team algorithm, conducting simulation, basic training for emergency department. So this is going to teach them, how to analyze if somebody has had a stroke. If they don't have access to all this medical equipment to train with, then an opportunity like this to at least see it happen in real life from a video is excellent option. So again, we've got scientific experiments and lab videos. Scientific experiments are going to be in psychology, physics, environmental science, engineering. Engineering is another one that I think is going to be really interesting. This is bioengineering. So they'll get to learn a lot of like what kind of techniques and stuff they're doing as far as biotechnology is concerned. Biotechnology is a huge field right now, a huge growing field right now. So if we can get them interested in going into biotechnology fields, that would be really great. You also have environmental sciences to teach them about, their environment, how to take care of it, what happens when we don't take care of it, and things like that. So in Jovi, there's just a lot of really good information. You've got some quizzes that you can do with the class. You can look for different standards. They do have some additional resources. So it's very good. They also have what is called the research site. And so the research site is going to give you video journals on different research that is being done around the world for different diseases and problems that the community is having. And so you can see how many different pages of research alone that they have here. And so that is a vast amount of knowledge that would be useful for any doctor or any nurse going into the healthcare fields. So this is, again, great resource. I'll go ahead and move back to our classrooms here. As a individual, you'll see that I have access to all the different courses over here on the left-hand side. It doesn't show up that way for the teachers. This is because I'm the developer that's developing all this. So again, the way they get to their specific course materials is they just click on, for example, languages. They want to teach different languages today. They would go to their classwork and you would open this folder up and then you would see all the different materials within the course, there we go. Okay, so again, you've got courses and textbooks, all different courses here in English composition, basic Spanish, Italian, world literature, masterpieces in literature, ESL writers, techniques, great works of African American literature, basic English 101. This would be a textbook. I believe all of these are textbooks, and then all these are courses. And we can break them up into courses and textbooks depending on how you guys want it set up. So I'm going to go ahead back to our Wix site here and just show you, we do have one more page besides the actual courses. And again, we can always keep adding to this. So once this whole thing is developed, we can take stuff out that we say isn't working. We can put new stuff in as we find new programs that are helpful. We can add them to here, like DigiSchool will be the last program that we start adding in wherever we have gaps and still need some information. So we can do all of that. It's a fluent thing. It's not something that's set in stone. So that's a really good option for us, especially just starting out because we don't really know what's going to work and what's not going to work. We might decide that IXL just isn't worth the money, or we might find out that Jovi isn't worth the money. Personally, I've chosen these programs because I think they're the biggest bang for our buck right now. IXL, in addition to the format that I showed you, which is the quiz and answer sessions, they do also have videos. They have some other things that are available. The only downfall is that IXL, again, only goes up to 8th grade. And so it would be good for our elementary and middle school. But IXL math is the only one you can get in French right now. So it is a good option. We're still looking for other ideas. I think DigiSchool might have a French version, so we're going to see about how much the subscription would be to DigiSchool. But between those three, subscriptions that you have to pay for, Jovi, DigiSchool, and iExcel, I think you're going to get the biggest bang for your buck from K through college level and above, going into nursing and medicine and stuff like that. And the reason I try to limit it to just a couple programs because you can see there's a lot of, you have to log in, you got to know passwords and things like that. So the least amount of logging in you have to do, the least amount of passwords you have to do, the better. All right, so we also have just some information about the, International Christian University Foundation. We've got some flyers here. We've got a video about the maternity program down here. And then over here, we have our media and partners page. And you can see that we have included a lot more pictures. We've got the pictures with the banners of the different programs we're associated with. So we've got a lot of good information here. We've got a video that they can watch. I'll go ahead and just play that for you. So they can get a feel for, the program.
À l'Université chrétienne internationale, l'heure est à la défense des mémoires de licence pour les étudiants du deuxième cycle académique. Ces épreuves, qui ont débuté le vendredi 10 novembre 2023, se sont poursuivies ce samedi pour se clôturer le mardi 14 novembre 2023.
And up at the top, we do have access to that Facebook page. Again, that is on the home screen. Okay, so you'll see that there. We can't put that on every page if you guys want. We can put a different Facebook link on every page if you want, if there's like a specific one for each university. If you go to this page and scroll down, you can see that we have learned about some more of our community partners. And so we have a couple links here where you can go and do that. So again, this is a fluid thing. We can keep adding and subtracting as much as we want. It's totally up to Gaspar and what he and his brothers decide is what's working and what's not working. But I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate you giving me the support in finishing this project. I know it's going to come out great. Hopefully we can get some additional help and some teachers. My plan is to eventually set up a calendar that we link to these pages so that teachers can schedule when they want to teach certain classes, so that they can see, what the schedule is for that day as far as all the teachers go, and then kind of fill in the gaps where they feel like they can share their time with us. And so hopefully that all works out great. If you have any questions or concerns, you can always reach me at teresaacongo@gmail.com, or you can, talk to Gaspar and he'll relay a message to me. Thanks. Have a great day.